From the story of Canterbury, the Pardoner's Tale. The Pardoner describes a group of young Flemish people who spend their time drinking and reveling, indulging in all forms of excess. After commenting on their lifestyle of debauchery, the Pardoner enters into a tirade against the vices that they practice. First and foremost is gluttony, which he identifies as the sin that first caused the fall of mankind in Eden. Next, he attacks drunkenness, which makes a man seem mad and witless. Next is gambling, the temptation that ruins men of power and wealth. Finally, he denounces swearing. He argues that it so offended God that he forbade swearing in the second commandment, placing it higher up on the list than homicide. After almost 200 lines of sermonizing, the Pardoner finally returns to his story of the lecherous Flemish youngsters. As three of these rioters sit drinking, they hear a funeral knell. One of the revelers' servants tells the group that an old friend of theirs was slain that very night by a mysterious figure named Death. The rioters are outraged and, in their drunkenness, decide to find and kill Death to avenge their friend. Traveling down the road, they meet an old man who appears sorrowful. He says his sorrow stems from old age. He has been waiting for Death to come and take him for some time, and he has wandered all over the world. The youths, hearing the name of Death, demand to know where they can find him. The old man directs them into a grove, where he says he just left Death under an oak tree. The rioters rush to the tree, underneath which they find not Death but 8 bushels of gold coins with no owner in sight. At first they are speechless, but then the slayest of the three reminds them that if they carry the gold into town in daylight, they will be taken for thieves. They must transport the gold under cover of night, and so someone must run into town to fetch bread and wine in the meantime. They draw lots, and the youngest of the three loses and runs off toward town. As soon as he is gone, the slave plotter turns to his friend and divulges his plan. When their friend returns from town, they will kill him and therefore receive greater shares of the wealth. The second rioter agrees, and they prepare their trap. Back in town, the youngest vagrant is having similar thoughts. He could easily be the richest man in town, he realizes, if he could have all the gold to himself. He goes to the apothecary and buys the strongest poison available, then puts the poison into 2 bottles of wine, leaving a third bottle pure for himself. He returns to the tree, but the other 2 rioters leap out and kill him. They sit down to drink their friend's wine and celebrate, but each happens to pick up a poisoned bottle. Within minutes, they lie dead next to their friend. Thus concludes the Pardoner, all must beware the sin of avarice, which can only bring treachery and death. He realizes that he has forgotten something. He has relics and pardons in his bag. According to his custom, he tells the pilgrims the value of his relics and asks for contribution. Even though he has just told them the relics are fake, he offers the host the first chance to come forth and kiss the relics, since the host is clearly the most enveloped in sin. The host is outraged and proposes to make a relic out of the Pardoner's genitals, but the night calms everybody down. The host and Pardoner kiss and make up, and all have a good laugh as they continue on their way.